The holidays are just around the corner, so all this week on Man and Wall, we're looking into the spending and the money that fuels this time of year in our new series, 'Tis the Season.
Millions of Americans are gearing up to travel between now and the end of the year. Of course, lots of you will make it a road trip, right? And airports will be busy too, but trains and buses are also becoming more popular as people plan how to get from point A to point B. Last year, AAA projected over 55 million Thanksgiving travelers, and it predicted twice as many more than 115 million travelers for the end of the year holiday season last year. Now, AAA has not released its estimates for this season yet, but if you are thinking about traveling, you better start planning.
You heard it here first. Francesca Page joins us now to help with that. She's a travel expert. Thanks so much for being here, Francesca. So where is demand overall for travel this holiday season, and what's the best piece of advice to give to folks as they get ready for their holiday travel?
Well, I would say lean into deals. We've got Travel Tuesday coming up, which this year lies on December 3rd. It's a national shopping event that offers more travel deals than any other day post the Thanksgiving sales period. Also, in recognition of Veterans Day, starting today, destinations like, for example, Margaritaville at Sea is offering a limited number of free double occupancy cabins to qualifying U.S. military service members and a guest on all sailings in January and February of 2025. They can enjoy an easy breezy getaway to the Bahamas and the Caribbean aboard either the Margaritaville at Sea Paradise or the all-new Margaritaville at Sea Islander, as long as they book by December 3rd. So look out for those deals because they're starting to happen now.
Okay, they're happening now. Keep our eyes peeled. And, you know, we got the buses, the trains. I mean, what are the most popular alternative ways to travel this holiday season? And how much can someone save if they book a train or a bus instead of a flight?
Well, it's a great question. I mean, trains and buses are definitely a popular option. For example, Amtrak is a cheaper and less busy option. Tickets to Atlanta, for example, can start at $30, and round-trip tickets from Birmingham can start at just $60. Amtrak tickets are typically cheaper on midweek days like a Tuesday or a Wednesday when demand is lower, still cheaper than a plane ticket or a tank of gas in a lot of cases. Travel by bus is also an option. Greyhound, for example, reported in 2023 alone, more than 12 million passengers traveled by buses. So lean into whatever gets you to your destination in the least stressful and the most affordable way.
When I lived in D.C., I loved taking the train along the Northeast Corridor.
Oh,
yeah,
that's probably so pretty.
Yeah, and if you bought it in advance, you'd just be like, wow, what, $35 for a coach ticket? Like, this is crazy.
Sign me up.
Francesca, for folks who haven't taken a cross-country bus or train trip, what's that experience like? I haven't done one across the country before. Is there anyone who should stay away from this type of travel as well?
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely older people or those with health conditions that need to get moved home are always at risk. And for that reason, they tend to actually choose flying over buses or trains. However, that also comes with its own risks. One of my favorite trending travel products at the moment is MedJet, for example, especially if you decide as an older person to travel internationally. These guys get you moved to your home hospital and pay the transport costs from overseas that you would otherwise have to pay out of pocket if you wanted to get moved home. At just $265 a year, they're already affordable. But again, with these deals, they've got a Cyber Monday sale, which is great. Discounts include cheaper annual memberships, and their security membership, MedJet Horizon, only available till December 2nd. So definitely ensure your trip if you're an older person, and you might want to consider flying over taking those buses or trains just if you do have to get home more quickly.
Okay, and you know, you've been mentioning sales throughout really this whole conversation, which is great. It's like noted. But I mean, what time and what parts of the year is it really cheaper to book your travel? I mean, is there just like this season?
Well, as mentioned, train travel is going to be popular, but typically, and you've mentioned AAA for their predictions, and that's who I tend to look at. This year, you know, you've said they predict about 55 million people will be traveling by car. Advice, if you do so, the busiest days will still be the Tuesday and Wednesday before Thanksgiving, plus the Sunday after Thanksgiving. Last year, the TSA screened nearly 3 million people across the country on those days. As for driving, they report that the Wednesday before Thanksgiving between 2 to 6 p.m. is overall the busiest time to drive, so you might want to avoid that period of time.
And when do you book to make it very cheap to travel?
Well, I always advise tracking flights, tracking destinations, and making sure that you know, especially if you do decide to fly, when flights go up and down in price. There's great apps out there like Hopper, for example, that will notify you if you download them of when the time to book is.
All right, travel expert Francesca Page, thank you for all the tips. I've noted a couple. I'm going to be ready to go. Maybe I'll do a train.
It'd be fun.
That would be fun.
Yeah.
Have a good Thanksgiving.
Likewise, thank you.